Movie fans and fight fans of all ages. Let's get ready to rumble!
Fight!
Welcome to Dummies of Horror, episode 130. This is the Dummies of Horror presents Horror versus Horror. This is the first ever episode where we change things up from the original format. Instead of the usual format where we review films, like every other horror podcast does, we decided to take a break from doing the usual review shit and try something different. So, I'm your host Tim, and with me, as always, once again, the funnest guy in the entire planet, and even outer space. His name is Mushroom. What's up, buddy?
What up? Wallet light monitor. Yeah. Pretty good one. That was straight off the top of my head, that one.
Yeah, no, flawless. Absolutely
Nailed
flawless
it.
right there.
I was like, oh shit, my random words.
Yeah. Because nothing excites listeners more than your random words.
Just a random babble that I made up. That I've decided people want.
How is it, man? How are you?
It is good.
How's your week been?
How about you? Yeah, it's been alright. Just chill, crazy.
Yeah, nothing.
Yours?
Nothing newsworthy, nothing interesting happening in your life?
No, I didn't see any bands or I meet any people that were seeing bands or anything like that.
That sucks.
Yeah, it does suck.
Yeah. I saw a band.
Oh shit, did you?
Yeah. Well, funny thing is that we're a day late recording, which means nothing to you guys, the listeners, because it still comes out at the same time. But
It better.
It will. But yeah, I went and saw my favourite band live the other day.
The Wiggles.
The Wiggles, yes, the Wiggles. Which, funny enough, they are coming out, and I was looking up ticket prices.
It seems like a good time, honestly.
Dude, the Wiggles are so fucking expensive to go, though.
How much are the Wiggles?
It's like $60, $70 a ticket. And yes, you have to buy your child a ticket.
Oh, is this the Wiggles for kids, or is this the Wiggles for, like, adults?
No, the Wiggles for kids. I don't care about
Oh, okay, because they're doing, like, those revival shows where they're, like, playing them at over 18 venues and stuff. Mm. And it's just cunts munted doing fucking mashed potatoes. Which would be hilarious.
I mean, yeah, it would be. A full mosh pit for the Wiggles.
Yeah.
Sounds amazing, but not for me.
Yeah, and like people just fucking screaming "Wake up, Jeff!" instead of like a bunch of children kind of doing this dance thing, right?
How do you know how my children dance?
That's how all kids dance. They just bounce, and their arms do that stupid thing.
They stand out to the side. Yeah.
Yeah. They're having the best time ever, and then we start getting moves as we get older.
No,
Trying to impress people.
I went and saw a little band called The Dead South, who are from Saskatchewan, Canada.
How's that?
And they're basically, if you've never heard of The Dead South, they're pretty much like bluegrass for headbangers.
Bro, it sounds like they're more from the dead north. You know?
Yeah, no, that was good.
Nailed it. Alright, bye everybody. I'm sorry.
But no, go check out The Dead South. They're my favourite band. It was such a fucking good show. Holy shit. I was like, I was literally like front row in the concert at the show.
Oh, really?
It was so easy. Like, I've never been to another like show besides like a hard rock / heavy metal show before. This is like my first venture outside that music genre. And like usually with metal shows, it's like
you got to fight.
Yeah, you got to fight people to get to the front. No, this was like, excuse me. You know,
you just like move cunt aside. You're just like, okay, I'm at the barricade now, and I didn't even have to get here like at 7 o'clock and just fucking camp out.
It was so funny. Like, we were getting there. We made a day of it. So me and the wife went out to the city, which is like an hour and a half drive from where we live. And
it's really far from where you live.
It is, yeah. And we made a day of it. We went to the pub, had a few drinks, and then one of my friends who was also going messaged me and goes, "Hey, are you coming? The line's getting pretty big." And this was like at 7:30. The doors didn't open up till 8. So I was like, oh, fuck, I wanted to kind of be first in line because I wanted to go to the merch stand and all that stuff. So we were getting there, and I saw the line, and it was massive. It was just fucking heaps of people. And then we were walking past, and Jill, my wife, was smoking. She had to put out a smoke before she got into the line. And then this random dude just opened up the doors and goes, "Oh, you guys going to the concert?" Because I was wearing a shirt for the band. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, "Oh, tickets." I'm like, fucking sweet. So I was like first in the actual venue, one of the first people. And
that's mad.
Yeah, straight to the merch
just went
table.
To the barricade?
Sorry?
Yeah, it's straight to the merch table. Sorry, I'm interrupting your story.
Yeah, straight to the merch table, and then we pretty much stayed like in the front row. Oh, no, we didn't. We went to the bar a few times, and we came back, and we had to push our way through the front again. But there was like, so this is like a bluegrass, and if you don't know what bluegrass is, it's like country with banjos, basically. And so just people like what's that fucking word? Foot stomping.
Yeah, I guess.
There's a fucking word to it. I can't remember what it's called.
Ditto.
Boot scooting.
Boot scooting?
Boot scooting, yeah. Well,
it's swinging their partners round and round.
I was so close to doing it, but I was like, oh, I'm going to be the only one doing that. But there was some dude that was like, yeah, this is a metal concert. He was fucking wasted. Like, to the point he could barely stand up, and just decided to start making a mosh pit for everyone. Took his shirt off, and he got kicked out of the venue twice. Somehow managed to get back in. And every time he was back in, like, people... There was one point where this lady was, like, yelling at him, going, "Fuck off, you cunt! Fuck off!" Like, full going. I was like... And he was getting close to me.
Australia.
Yeah, he was getting close to me. He was annoying me. And like, I was getting to the point where I'm like, oh, if this is going to be a fight, then I'm going to have to step in. And I'm like, no, I'm not stepping in. I don't care.
Because you don't have to step in. Because you got glasses.
Yeah. That's never stopped me before.
It stops me every time.
But yeah, no, luckily, like...
I'm sorry, I cannot... My glasses.
Yeah. I've been smacked in the face a few times. Believe it or not, right? This lovable guy here.
Yeah, I'd do it.
Yeah, thanks. So yeah, that was my Monday night. Got home at probably 2 a.m. Had to be up for work.
Is there a lot of crossover? Is it like the Johnny Cash thing? Where it's like metalheads will listen to like Johnny Cash, but that's about it for country. But they'll listen to Dead South.
I think so. Yeah. So a review I saw of them was just said like bluegrass for headbangers. I'm like, yes, that's why I love it. It's so fucking... It's like... It's kind of... It's dark, but in like a bluegrass way. It's hard to explain.
See, I feel like I'd like that, but they never grabbed me. Maybe I've just got to kind of force myself through it.
I heard like one song, fell in love with it, and then years later, I actually decided to listen to them, and I wasn't a fan. I was like, it's not my thing. And for some reason, I just kept listening to it, and I'm like, oh my god... These guys are my favorite band in the world now.
Like, it sucks we don't do other shows because like we could have like reviewed it for like 6 people, but you know,
I get you.
Just not the times we're in these days, you know.
No one gets that joke except you and I.
4 other people.
Yeah.
Probably don't listen to this.
But yeah, so that was my Monday night. And yeah, the week's been alright. I found out that I've got a torn ligament in my shoulder. Sorry, a
rough,
torn tendon. Sorry.
Either way.
So yeah,
anything getting torn is, you know.
Yeah, I've had it since November, but I decided to go this week to go get it checked out because it's starting to really annoy me, and I want to go back to the gym.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I got to do fucking lame exercises now to get it fixed.
Oh, really?
And I don't think
that's not too bad.
I don't think it's working. So next step is ultrasound to find out if it definitely is that or if there's more damage to it. But yeah, my shoulder really hurts.
See what happens when you exercise, Tim?
Right?
Yeah.
Here's me.
You're perfectly healthy, big round chubbo boy.
Yeah.
Fitting into your double XLs. Happy as a clam. A big fat clam.
Uh-huh.
And now...
And yeah, I decided,
slimmer down.
I want to get fit.
The arm broke. Don't work no more.
I know.
Arm no work.
Dude,
get fired on the streets.
You have no idea
Joe
how
finds a new
annoying it is.
dude.
Like
Kids get a new stepdad.
Shut up. I lost.
Oh, sorry.
I lost like a bit of weight actually, and I was doing really well at the gym. And now I've put all the weight back on because I haven't been able to go back to the gym because it hurts. And I'm now scared of the gym because I'm scared I'm going to do more damage. So now I've just put on I've lost all that progress. Fuck me. Fuck my life, you know.
You can't even eat those big fucking sandwiches like you used to because it hurts your arm.
Yeah, I know. Very
Can't
nice.
have like a Scooby-Doo ass sandwich.
So that's my life for the past week. But
Pain and tunes.
yeah. That's
Sounds like the blues.
Oh, that's good. All right, so
Thank you.
horror versus horror. This is what we're calling these types of episodes. It's a cool fucking name, eh?
Have you done any horrors, or we don't do that yet?
No, we'll get to that. God, give me a
Oh,
fucking
sorry.
second.
I don't know what the format is anymore. You fucked me up.
It's gonna, yeah. If you haven't noticed by now, the whole show and the whole format's gonna be completely changed. We're trying something different here on Dummies of Horror. You know, we had to do the name change, so we thought, why not just shake up the whole fucking show and do something completely different? So, horror versus horror, it's pretty simple. We put two horror themes in the ring together and let them fight it out. And it could be anything. It could be a movie, characters, style, director, actor. It could be monster, subgenre, anything horror related. And we discuss who wins and why. So for the first ever horror versus horror, we are going to be doing Alien versus Predator. And this is going to be a best of 4 series, which doesn't make sense, but we're going to be doing 4 weeks of Aliens versus Predator. And I'll get into it more when we get to that segment. There'll be a bit of explaining on how this shit works, but I think it's going to be fun. But me and Luffy are basically getting into a fight, and or maybe we'll agree. We'll see.
I doubt it.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Anyway, it's going to be fun. But before we do that, I've seen a few new horror movies, and I'm going to assume that you have too, because you're a good boy and that's what you do. So let's get into it.
I would definitely make sure I watch something horror for the horror podcast. Yeah.
Good. Let's get into our first segment is, what horrors have you done?
What horrors have you done?
Oh, mushroom. What horrors have you done?
Well, speaking of mushrooms, actually, I watched the second episode of Last of Us. Does that count?
Yes, it does. I didn't realize there was the second episode out already.
Every week.
Okay.
Yeah. No spoilers. Getting used to Ellie being Ellie, which is my biggest criticism.
Yeah.
It is taking. It's adding some shit to it, which is fine.
Has it got the clickers fucking things yet?
Yeah.
Were they in the first episode?
Not as clickers.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Because the first episode, did you play the game?
Yeah, but it's been a hot minute.
Yeah, the first episode is basically all that bit with Sarah.
Yeah, see, no.
For the most part.
Okay.
and then sort of putting Ellie and Joel together with Tess and stuff. Whereas the second episode is more where they venture out.
Okay.
So they run into spoilers, clickers.
Oh, are they actually called clickers?
I don't know.
I just remember they made that clicking noise that was fucking horrifying when you're playing the game.
Like, they're called clickers in the game.
Oh, are they?
And they do that.
Yeah. You do that well.
Thank you. But there is some fungal growth stuff that is some shit. There's some like, I don't want to spoil it, but like,
Don't, because I probably will watch it.
okay, you should, try and keep up. The first episode is like fucking 2 hours.
Yeah. That's the thing. The thing with fucking TV series is it annoys me because I can't log it down into my movie list that I speak at the end of the year.
Yeah, so it's like, why am I spending so much time when I could like knock out another potential 3 or 4 top 10s?
Exactly. That's how my fucking brain works. It's annoying.
I mean, it could be like, we had like, there's some honorable mentions like of like series and stuff when there's like particularly good horror stuff. So
Yeah, that's true. We should have done that.
I think I mentioned some last year. I can't fucking. I've put it all behind me now.
Yeah, it's a new year. Whatever.
I've watched a new movie this year.
All right, so The Last of Us, you recommend it?
Yep, big old thumbs up. If you like the game, if you like...
Okay, even if you didn't play the game, will they enjoy it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It explains enough. It explains more than the game, honestly.
Okay, cool. All right, I'm guessing that's all you've done.
Yes, that's it. That's me tapped.
Okay. I've got a few new 2023 movies to list right now, so I'll start off with a movie called Sick.
Oh, fucking sick.
Yeah, it's Sick.
Yeah, fucking sick, bro. Sick.
Basically, Sick is
Subwoofer.
a slasher film set in like the peak of the COVID pandemic.
Oh shit!
Right, so it's got heavy COVID themes through it.
Oh,
so
yeah, that's fine.
If you're sick of like COVID stuff, this isn't a movie to watch.
No, I did a test. I haven't got it.
Funny. Look,
Thank
man.
you.
Overall, this movie was fine. I enjoyed my time with it. It was a little slow at times and really predictable. A lot of it was predictable, but it had some decent kills in it. Had some fun kills in it. But it's not something that I would rewatch. I watched it once. I enjoyed my time. Whatever. It's a 6.5 out of 10 for me. So, Sick. I mean, give it a go. It's not the worst thing you're going to watch. Next one I saw is a new Shudder film called Sorry About the Demon. And the story of this is basically a young man who gets dumped by his girlfriend, moves to a house that has a demon in it that wants to possess someone, and his ex-girlfriend gets possessed.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's a comedy horror.
Okay.
This is
how do you? I know comedy horror is fucking super hit and miss for you.
Yeah, this isn't like schlocky, like the ones I don't like, but at the same time, look, I mean, I was entertained with this. I was. But it's nothing. Once again, it's nothing I'd rewatch again. I gave it a 6 out of 10 as well. I probably preferred Sick over this. It was a little goofy at times. Quite honestly, this is a movie I watched.
Yuck.
I watched 3 days ago, and I can't overly remember much.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
So,
and you're usually pretty good at remembering stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's on Shudder right now. If you have Shudder, why not?
Yeah.
But I don't think it's a must-watch for this year.
Fair enough.
And the last one I will talk about is a movie that we covered last week when we were talking about our trailers.
Yes.
There's Something Wrong with the Children.
Oh, I can't remember. Was I chuffed or not chuffed? I don't remember.
I can't remember. You kept saying chuffed and not chuffed a lot, so...
Well, it's because that's my trailer reviews.
So
I'm either chuffed or I'm not chuffed.
basically, the story of this is you have two couples. One couple has two young children, and they go out on like a little retreat, getaway to, I guess it's like an Airbnb or something like that, in like the not the woods, but kind of the woods. And something happens to the children where they kind of go crazy.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to spoil this movie too much. Look, man, I had a good time with this movie. I enjoyed it. But...
I was not chuffed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I had a good time with this movie. I don't want to give away what this movie is because for the most part, this movie is a mystery. You're trying to figure out what's wrong with these children. Are they fucked up or is this a thing of mental health? Whatever. I'm not going to give it away. But I enjoyed it for the most part. It has some problems with it though. One of the biggest problems is the cinematography in this movie just feels very amateurish.
It looked it from the trailer last week.
Yeah, like I said to Jill when we were watching it, I said, this feels like it's been filmed by a college student who's learning how to like hold the camera. Then it's not horrible where you can't see what's happening, but a lot of the angles and the directions they use are very questionable. Another thing that a lot of people are talking about with this movie is the score. This has a very heavy synth score to it, which I really liked the score in this movie. The problem is that it doesn't match the tone of the movie at all.
So it's like, it's going to be super 80s-y.
Yeah, but like, and they use the score to kind of like build suspense. And it doesn't really work.
And you're like, Stranger Things, okay.
Yeah, but it's like with Stranger Things, they're fucking music, like they're...
It was at least set in the 80s.
Well, yeah, not just that, but like I don't mind, like if you want to use a synth score with something that's filmed in present day, or whatever, that's what you're going for, I'll dig it. But they
Fair
just
enough.
kind of overused it in this. And they used it at moments that it didn't need just a boom, heavy synth score. You know? But the biggest problem, the problem that annoyed me most with this movie is the decisions characters make in this. There are times, and look, I'm usually fine with it. I can usually give it away and just be like, alright, whatever, we're watching a horror movie. People make dumb decisions. But this was a movie where I was like, okay, you're making us look dumb now.
Yeah, that's usually my, like, one of my big pet peeves.
Yeah.
Like, is I'm like, why are you so stupid?
Like, okay.
Like, what rational person?
Exactly. I'm not going to spoil anything, but I'll give you a scenario of what happened in this movie, right? So
Sure.
a girl is trapped in a house, trying to avoid something or someone. And
Yep. Is that something in the house with her?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's creeping around. You can see the thing that she's trying to avoid. And she grabs the car keys, right? And she manages to escape the house and get to her car, right?
Yes.
And then she's unlocking the car with her keys.
Got it.
She unlocks the
With you
car,
so far.
opens the door, and then the thing that she's avoiding appears like out near the car. Like not right next to it.
In the car.
No, not in the car, not right next to it, but close
Just
enough.
like a good distance in front of it.
Yeah. So, what would you do in that scenario?
Drive the fucking shit away.
Yeah. That's what I would do too. No, this lady decides to close the door and hide under the car.
Under the car.
Yes. Under the car.
Like, get out, shut the door.
Uh-huh.
I'll hide under the car.
Yeah.
Not even, like, in the car,
No.
but under the car. Okay.
Near the wheels. Yes.
Genius.
Yeah. So it's decisions
Well, that way
like that.
she can get away a lot easier from inside the car.
It's decisions like that that really annoyed me.
Yeah, it would annoy me. I would have been... if I was watching it at home, I would have been screaming at the TV.
Yeah, yeah. Look, man, overall, it sounds like I'm giving this movie a shitty review, but overall, I did enjoy my time with it. I liked where the story went. I gave it a 7.5 out of 10.
Okay.
Because I liked some direction and some story elements of the film, but I doubt it's going to be a movie that we'll talk about. Unless this year's utter shit, then I doubt that this is a movie that we're going to talk about at the end of the year. Don't say that.
Worst year ever, 2023.
Imagine if this is my number one. Holy fuck.
A 7. A 7's your number one, like a high 7.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow. No.
So those are the movies I watched this week. I will also mention that I finished the TV series Willow.
Nice.
It's been 2 days. 2 days since I finished the season, and I want more. Damn it, give me more.
It's good. I gotta rewatch the actual movie and then I'll watch this series.
Look, okay, it's nowhere near the movie quality. It's very popcorn. Like, just turn your brain off. Just enjoy it. Don't critique it. Don't compare it to the movie, because there are kind of moments where you're like, all right, this doesn't make sense to what happens in the movie. But for the most part, I enjoyed it. I had fun. It was fun seeing characters returning. It was fun seeing this world that they built and everything around it. You find out more.
Yeah.
You find more about certain characters, and I had a good time with it. I love the world of Willow. It's one of my favorite movies. So
that's sick.
Yeah.
I may have knocked out all of that 90s show.
What show? Narnia.
That 90s show.
Oh, is that worth it?
I have a soft spot for fucking shitty remake, redo shows. Like, I love Fuller House and shit like that. I enjoyed it. It doesn't mean it's good.
Okay, let's compare it to that 70s show, because that 70s show was funny as fuck.
I think that 70s show is way better, but it was fine. I got a giggle out of it. So lots of cameos and stuff. So it was a good time.
Is it worth watching?
There's only if you watch a couple of episodes, you get the idea.
Okay.
But I love trashy sitcoms, so yeah.
Speaking about shitty spin-off series
remake type things, yeah.
One of my favorite TV series of all time was How I Met Your Mother.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I was thinking about checking that out.
How I Met Your Father.
Yeah, is it good?
How I Met Your Daddy.
Who is he?
I don't know. I saw it advertised there on Disney Plus, and I'm like, fuck off. No, there's no way they're going to capture the magic of How I Met Your Mother.
I'll check it out for you.
Do it. When's your new Patreon show coming out too?
Oh, when I fucking remember and have some extra time. Hey, I'm working on it. I've got a list of shit that came out, so I might do like a big combo episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's only been a few things that have come out that have like hit the number one. So,
all right, I'm curious. I'm keen to listen.
I have a list.
We'll break the news when the news comes out.
when I record it.
Yeah. All right. So that does it, man. That's all I've really seen. I'm gonna see Megan this week, so I'll be able to talk about that next week. Yeah. I'm going to take my daughter, my 9-year-old daughter.
Maybe.
Dude,
she might like it.
The girls watched Texas Chainsaw Massacre before.
Oh, no, I'm just thinking if they'd like it, that's all.
I know for a fact that she'll like it just because of that dance scene.
Yeah, okay.
Do you know how many... My 9-year-old daughter has watched Wednesday, the TV series, in full 3 times.
That's pretty good.
I still haven't finished the second episode.
I finished it. It was great, honestly. I really liked it.
She fucking loved it.
It's not the Addams Family.
Yeah.
It's honestly closer to Harry Potter than I would say it's closer to the Addams Family.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And so close to my fucking dream show that will never happen.
Which is?
I know you're going to hate me, but in my brain, I wrote a show. It's called Arkham Academy. It's got all of the Batman people when they were like teenagers and shit, and it kind of shows Bruce like starting out as a detective, and like he's going to school with like the Joker and the Riddler and Catwoman and shit, and he like solves mysteries and shit
with them.
Well, like, you know, they can be some of the foes or whatever, probably with Selena and stuff like that.
That sounds like a very you show.
I know I want it, but it doesn't exist. I'm sure someone else has had that fucking idea too, but like...
It wouldn't surprise me if that became a reality.
Oh, I want it so bad. I almost got it with Gotham. But yeah.
Yeah.
Alas.
It's kind of like me. All I want is another Jaws film. Not a remake, just another entry into the Jaws franchise so I can bitch about how bad it is and why would they do this to me. You know.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact that right now, Heather Powell from the Friday Nightmares podcast is listening, going, "Oh my god, he's talking about Jaws again. That's all Tim does is talk about Jaws." Shut up, Heather. Go and watch some more political movies and tell everyone how bad they are for not eating vegetables or something. Yep, bitch.
Bitch.
On the other note, Scott Crawford. Oh, God, he's a saint.
Oh, that sexy motherfucker.
He is just delightful, you know?
Isn't he?
If there were more people in this world like Scott Crawford, then I feel like Earth would just be peaceful. You know, there'd be no wars. There'd be no anarchy if everyone was just Scott Crawford.
Can you just edit in the Imagine piano?
If the world was more like Heather, there'd just be like, there'd be so much backstabbing bitchiness going on in the world. And like...
Just editing Credence.
Shout out to the Friday Nightmares podcast. We love those guys for the most part.
For the most part.
I mean, we love Scott.
Fucking love Scott.
Oh, Scott, man. Scott. All about Scott. Anyway, I feel like we've bitched enough. I feel it's time to actually, like, do the bulk of the show where people are probably more interested in than hearing us talk about nothing. No.
I don't...
No. Don't. Alright, with that being said, before Luffy decides he wants to talk about chicken sandwiches for the next 40 minutes, we are going to start the new segment of this show, the meat and potato of this show. Mushroom, are you ready for Fight Night? Get it? It's like
Hells yeah.
It's like Fright Night, but Fight Night.
I don't get it.
I don't fucking know. Here we go, it's fight time.
This is where we fight! This is where they die! Tonight, we are going to witness the most anticipated match for the heavyweight championship of the world. Are you ready? Are you ready? For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Round 1. Fight.
It is time for a fight. We are here with Aliens vs. Predator. And no, we are not talking about the movies or the video games, or definitely not fucking Aliens vs. Predator Requiem. Fuck that thing. No, what we're doing here is we are really deciding what is the real winner here between Aliens vs. Predator. So what this is over the next 4 weeks, we are putting the Alien franchise up against the Predator franchise in a battle of all battles. This is the real Aliens vs. Predator matchup that you guys have wanted, not the movies. We will start with the original films of both franchises. So Aliens from 1979 and Predator from 1987. And we're going to dig deep with 5 different rounds to see which film is truly better. And at the end of the 4 weeks, we will tally up our scores, and then, and only then, will the winner be crowned. So the thing is, we might have our personal favourite, and I know I do, and I'm sure Luffy does too.
I also do.
But we're going to be breaking these movies up into 5 different categories and giving our honest answer about which we think is better and why.
Yeah, we'll see if we can be swayed or whether we're going to stick with our biases.
Yeah. So for this episode, we have 5 different... Well, technically, we have 6. There's going to be 6 each round because 1 is box office. That's not really a fight. That's more a fact of who won that. So we're not really going to class that. That's just more for fun.
Yeah.
But this is going to be fun, man. Over the next 4 weeks, obviously, we're going to be doing the Alien franchise from Alien to Alien Resurrection. We're going to be doing the Predator franchise from the original Predator all the way to the Predator from 2018.
Is that the Brody one?
No, that's the fucking...
That's Predators?
That's Predators. We'll be doing that. The Predator is the shit one that came out in 2018.
Oh, the funny one.
No, not... Yeah.
With the Predator dogs and stuff.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we will not be covering Prometheus or Alien Covenant, nor will we be covering Prey in this fight because they don't really match up. And I didn't think... I mean, probably would have been...
So we don't want to do this until March.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. I kind of wanted to just do the 4 Alien movies, and you can't really put Prey in there because it's kind of unfair.
Yeah.
So, because, I mean, then Predator would smash it. So, we'll start off with a simple question, and I'll go to you, Luffy, first.
Sure.
Just a quick thought on each film, because I'm guessing you rewatched both films this week.
I certainly did.
Nice. Okay, so quick thoughts on these films as of right now, 2023.
As of right now, honestly, both still fucking amazing movies.
Yeah?
Like, for franchise starters, they really both come out swinging. Honestly, they're...
Agreed.
Like... Alien is more of like a psychological kind of like sci-fi horror kind of edgy seat sort of ride, whereas Predator I feel like is much more action based, and it does have that horror element to it for sure. But it's not as tense, I would say.
No, I agree with that.
But, like, I don't know. They're both kind of cool in their own way. Because it's like... I think... And, again, personal opinion. I think Alien is, like, a mastercraft of filmmaking and set design and... Honestly, monster design and lore and all that stuff. Like, it's huge. Like... They go to that big planet, there's all that fucking architecture, like the big dead alien and shit, like, and then there's so much going on, whereas Predator's really, like, simple, straightforward, this cunt's killing all of those cunts.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like, and not that's it in the worst way, it's like an action-packed fucking, it just fucking goes, the whole fucking movie.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it does.
I would have loved if I didn't know Predator was about the Predator, and, like, I could imagine, like, sort of watching it for the first time, expecting it to be, like, I don't know, like Commando 2 or some shit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I
Like,
get you.
that would be fucking rad. I don't think they marketed it that way, but that would have been cool.
No, yeah, they definitely... They marketed it as a creature feature.
Yeah, but that would have been cool, man. Like, if it was, like, a big surprise and you didn't know. Because that's how it's filmed.
Yeah, it's kind of how, like, Barbarian was marketed.
Yeah,
That would've been
that would
mad.
have been fun. But I don't think it was. I think everybody knew what was happening. But I like how reserved they were with, I mean, in both, honestly, with seeing the creature.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, just fucking baggers, both of them, honestly. Like, you could not start. I mean, this is why they were franchise starters.
Yeah. Both massive franchise starters.
Yeah, like, how many movies do these each have? Like, fucking.
Well, Predator has 5.
Yeah, but then you've got, like, Prey and stuff. Does that
Yeah,
count?
that's including Prey. I'm not including Alien versus Predator. So all up,
Okay.
7.
I mean, but you still got, like, yeah, AVP and stuff, and then even Alien's got, like, all the whole Prometheus thing and all that shit. They're all connected.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, people just love this shit and love this shit for a reason because they both came out so strong. So, yeah, it's honestly difficult to pick.
It is. It is. And we'll get to the first question, the first round in a second. But my thoughts on each of this film... Look, okay. Predator, the original Predator, 1987. I've spoken to death about that film. It's in my top 5. It's actually in my top 3 of all-time favorite movies ever.
Dang.
I love it from start to finish. I plan on getting a Predator tattoo this year to finish off my arm.
Nice.
Hopefully I can get it this year, depending on money. I won't speak too much. I could honestly talk for hours about the original Predator. Alien, on the other hand, I rewatched Alien this week. I haven't seen the original Alien in Jesus Christ. I could not tell you. It's been years.
That's
Years
funny.
since I've seen the original Alien. Because I was never a big fan of the original Alien. I kind of found it dull because I grew up with Aliens, the sequel. And how action-packed...
Really?
Yeah, how action-packed that is and how crazy it is. I watched Alien kind of expecting the same, but it's completely different. So I was always kind of... Yeah, it's fine, it's a good movie, but it's just not my favourite. So I watched it this week for just a recap.
I was the opposite. I'll get into it, but I'll let you finish.
Okay. And look, I can see what people say. You go on like IMDb or Letterboxd and everyone's like it's a 10 out of 10 film. And I agree for a technical standpoint, it is a fucking masterclass, you're right. But I still have the same feelings, man. It's still just not there for me. It's like I gave it an 8 out of 10. Don't get me wrong, it's a fucking great movie. But it's just not the highlight of the Alien franchise for me.
Fair enough, man.
What are you going to say?
Oh, I was gonna say I'm like I enjoy Predator, but it's not something I watch a lot.
Yeah, okay.
And I think it's something for me this first one that took me. I think I was 20 something. I watched it in like Emo's garage for the first time.
Jesus Christ.
Do you know what I mean? Like I was pretty old. I mean, that said, that was like fucking, like 10 years ago because we're old ass people now.
Yeah.
But I own like two Blu-rays. One of them is the Alien box set, and the other one's the Star Wars one.
Wow, okay. Alright, well, stop there. Stop there, because this is kind of going into our first round. So,
Yeah, okay.
Let's start it off with round 1. We have Alien or Predator. The movie. Right, this is the first movie. Which is, in your opinion, better? And...
My opinion,
Yep.
just straight up, I just love everything about Alien. Like, Predator's a banger. It puts up a good fucking fight. But as far as I'm concerned, look, like I said, I put my money down already.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, I have that on Blu-ray. I watched it a bunch of times. And it was honestly like a Civic Video fucking high rotation. Fucking rental for me.
Yeah.
Like, I'd always go back. I fucking love that movie. I just think, yeah. Like, just straight up. And, like, that's not to say enough good things about Predator. because like once I watched it, I was like, yeah, it's bad. Like this is cool, but it's not really. I think I get it, man. Like you're more of a macho-y, straight up kind of dude.
Thank you. And you're more
Do
of
you
a
know
woman.
what I mean? Like, yeah. Whereas I'm more of a thinker, a sensitive soul, a clit tickler. Like, you know, it just Predator's great, but like, and it's a mad popcorn movie, but it's not one that like tickles me every time.
I get ya.
It doesn't have that little bit extra. Whereas like, I love the twists and turns of the story. I love the fucking. I'm assuming spoilers.
Oh, yes, for sure.
Yeah, I loved, like, I remember how shocked I was the first time with old mate being a robot and shit, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm like, why is this cunt throwing up milk everywhere?
I was
Why is there all fucking milk and spaghettis inside?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like, that was so mad. And then just, like, it being in her fucking ship at the end.
Yeah.
And just Ripley being a fucking badass who's like switched on when everyone else is a fucking moron. Like, and not even that, they're not even that big of fucking idiots. They're just trying to follow orders and stuff. Like, it's not like Prometheus bad. But just, I don't know, yeah.
It's funny you say Prometheus bad. I like Prometheus. First.
Not Prometheus, Alien Covenant bad.
Okay.
Everyone's fucking stupid
Yeah.
in Covenant. Like, ridiculously stupid.
Yeah, I get it.
Like, in this, at least it's like... It's the robot fucking pushing it all through.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if it wasn't for him, shit wouldn't have got on the board. They would have been fine.
That's
Except
true.
for that one dude. She wasn't going to let him on.
Yeah.
Like, it would have just... credits.
Yeah.
You know? But, yeah, like, yeah, we'll get to Covenant, I'm sure. But, oh no, we won't get to Covenant.
No.
But that movie's shit. And this movie's great.
It wasn't disappointing. I haven't seen it. I own it on Blu-ray. Joel bought it for me on Blu-ray for my birthday, and I still haven't opened it up.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Just leave it in there. But yeah, look, I pick fucking Aliens for sure. Love Predator, love Arnie, love all that fucking macho, fucking shotgun, fucking bicep curl
Yeah.
shit. But yeah, I don't know. Alien tickles me. Alien tickles me. I love penis aliens.
Alright, so for me, Aliens or Predator, this is tough, man. This is really tough. And I wrestled with this question for a while, realistically, all week. And it really comes up against which film for me is better. Which one do I honestly think is a better film? And, like, I know out there most people are yelling at me, Alien is the better movie, Alien's the better movie. I'm going to go Predator. And my reason is that I enjoy it more. Fuck you.
Yeah, I feel you, dude.
No, it's not that. Look, I just... There are scenes of Alien that I just find slow. Where with Predator, it's just... I'm glued to the screen the entire movie. And it's not just that. There is so much to dig with Predator. You know, you have... Like, the movie as a whole is about these warriors...
There's a lot more dirt, for sure.
Using their muscles, using their weapons, but the whole movie is about them not having to use that to defeat this being.
Have to use your brain.
It's all about it's all about the brains, and it's that part really fascinates me of when Arnie actually he doesn't come to terms with that's how he's going to do it. He kind of is forced into that moment because he loses all his weaponry and all that stuff. But
yeah.
It's just that end scene there, that last scene, the showdown between Arnie and the Predator, really works for me. Yeah. And then, and I can't really give this to the first movie because they don't really explore it enough during the first movie, but it's the whole...
They hadn't really made it up yet.
Exactly. It's the whole backstory of the Predator, the Yautja, what they are and their code of honor and all that stuff. Watching Alien this time, I really saw a lot more than what I remembered, because last time I saw it, I was probably easily in my 20s, still a fucking young dipshit kid that didn't understand filmmaking, and I mean, I still don't, but I understand it a lot more than when I last watched Alien, and yeah, it's still such a good movie. It's kind of, in a way, a slasher in space, where Predator is also, in a way, a slasher in the jungle.
Yeah.
But for me, I honestly think they're both near perfect films. I just got to give the edge to Predator just that little bit more. So for me, Predator wins, which leaves the score as of right now 1-1.
Yep.
So on to round 2, we have Ripley versus Dutch. So Sigourney Weaver's character versus Arnold Schwarzenegger's character from the original film. Oh man, this one's tough, but Luffy, okay, you can go either way. I'm going to go with who's more important in the film.
Important in the film.
You can take it.
How so?
Well, you can. How so? You got to put me on the spot there, don't you?
I'm going to try and come up with an answer for you.
How much does that character make the film? Oh, little sick boy over there.
Sorry,
dying.
bro. Got a fucking frog in my throat. Fucking French. Yeah, like, what do you mean? Like, can the film happen without them? Because they kind of both play almost a very similar role, where they're both the final girl.
Yeah, pretty much. But who's more important?
I don't know.
Who's better? Who's better? Who's a better character?
Who's a better character?
Yeah.
For me, I think Ripley.
Okay.
Again, bias, but I think she's not a warrior. She's just fucking smart. And although a similar thing could be said about Arnold, where he doesn't use his fighting skills, even though he sort of does, like, he's a trained killer and combatant. Whereas, like, Ripley just manages to make all the right decisions at all the right times, you know?
Yep.
So, like, yeah. So it's just like, I feel like Ripley had to overcome more, because she wasn't even the one in charge. She was like third down the line, and she still stepped up, made all the fucking right decisions, even though she was panicked, terrified. This is not her fucking job.
True.
Like, to deal with all they're a fucking mining ship. I feel like, as far as importance, and like I said too, like, she did not want to let them onto the fucking ship. She was like, "Nah, that's stupid. Mm-hmm. Don't do it." You know, and she did everything she could to try and save everybody on that, you know,
Yep.
on that vessel, including the little kitty cat.
Yeah. That's
You
true.
know, so I think in that regard, Ripley, but they're also so fucking similar, because Dutch does similar shit.
Yeah.
But I think, for me, what edges her out is she beats this fucking alien with acid blood, with fucking, you know, double penis mouth, like, with fucking random shit. She MacGyver's shit in space.
What is she MacGyver?
Or she, like, turns up all the knobs and shit and freezes the fucking xenomorph in the last bit.
That's not MacGyvering. That's just using what tools are available to her.
Yeah, but, like, you know. No, maybe MacGyver's the wrong word. But, like, you know.
Arnold MacGyver's more shit than Sigourney.
Yeah,
And Ripley.
Maybe.
Okay, so you're going Ripley.
Also, she looks better in that little white outfit.
I gotta disagree with you there.
Yeah, you reckon Arnold looks better?
Yes.
And those little, if she had those little white undies on?
Look, I just never have found Ripley attractive.
I'd throw one up Ripley.
I mean, I would too, but that's not saying much. I'd throw one up at anyone. But
Sorry, Joel.
oh, she knows that. I told her that. Hey, I married her. She has points over
She knows
everyone.
what's up.
Yeah, but I don't know. I've never found Sigourney Weaver attractive, ever.
I don't know. I just think she's fucking badass, and like also like badass for a chick from 1979.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like
yeah. Because back in 1979, women were nothing.
yeah. No, but it's like it's just so funny to watch movies and shit these days where it's like, oh, it's like this character is actually the first female protagonist to do all this shit, and I'm like,
Yeah,
no man, Ripley.
Yeah,
I'm like Ripley.
yep.
You know what I mean? Like where it's like, oh, such a big point of it and shit, and it's like, no, they just cast a person who happened to be female, and she's a fucking badass.
Yeah,
And she's not a badass by being like fucking overly whatever. She's just is.
yeah.
You know, it's fucking great.
It is.
I don't know. I love Alien. I love Ripley. I think she just ekes out Dutch, and then you can tell me why Dutch ekes out on Ripley.
Okay. So round 2 for me, Ripley versus Dutch. This is tough. It is for the points that you made. They are very,
Honestly, yeah.
They are very similar. But if we're going more important, and that's how I'm taking it, I'm taking Ripley.
Ripley. Oh shit.
I am. It's man, it honestly breaks my heart to say it, but for all the reasons that you said, every single point that you made was everything that I was going to say too.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's fine. No, you didn't. That's what I'm saying. You nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The biggest thing is she wasn't the boss.
Nah.
She wasn't trained for this while Arnold was, and while Arnold didn't have to use his training to defeat the Predator, which is another point as to why Dutch is important. I feel that Ripley is more important to not just this franchise, but to cinema. Because of, obviously, what gender she is and everything like that. So, look, don't get me wrong, I fucking love Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, he's our Lord and Savior, as we say that in Schwarzenegger for Dummies.
Hey, I'm from Patreon. What are we doing about a Predator episode for Schwarzenegger for Dummies?
We'll discuss that at a later date. Maybe we can do it next week.
Okay, bye.
But, yeah, man, every point that you made about Ripley being the lead of this movie. And the thing is, I'm not really a fan of Ripley, and we'll talk about that next week.
Interesting.
I named my dog Ripley because of Alien, but that wasn't overly my decision. But whatever. I wanted to name my dog Bruce after Jaws or whatever. I got outvoted. Anyway.
Yeah, every other cunt's called his dog Bruce here anyway.
No.
Oh, Bruce. Come here, Bruce. Fucking 14 dogs come over.
Yeah, I mean, you said it all, man. Exactly why Ripley is the more important. And then if you want to discuss further, we can talk about how she is in the franchise. I mean, you don't think of Alien without thinking of Sigourney Weaver and Ripley.
No. Whereas, like, Dutch is kind of just the first one.
Yeah. If you think of Predator, you think of the Predator. The creature.
You think of the yacht show.
Yeah, exactly. So, character here, Ripley, both wins for us, which leaves the score at 3 for Alien, and 1 for Predator. Alright, round 3. We have setting. Jungle versus space. Oh yeah. Okay, which was better? Which is a better setting, jungle or space? You want to take this one, Big Chief?
Yeah, I don't mean to be biased. I'd love to throw a bone.
Fucking hell.
Predators. I'm sorry. I fucking it's just the questions you asked.
It's fine. Go for it. Just suck that alien dick.
who's a better shot? I'd probably say Dutch. But which jungle is more jungle? Then I'd probably say Predator. But man, space or jungle? Fuck, space, dude. Like I said, I own fucking 2 Blu-rays. One's fucking Star Wars, and the other one's fucking Alien. I like sci-fi.
Okay, when I say space, I mean you don't go to other planets. It's clearly space.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go out to other planets, but it's alien planet. It's not. We're not going to fucking
Mars or shit. Like it's
no. It's not like
fucking,
Star Wars universe.
Like
There's no pod racing here.
Now this is pod racing. No, like I said, I fucking love when they get to the alien planet, like the Promethean's planet or whatever it is in the lore. And it's just huge and detailed, and just the Geiger's fucking karma all over the place. Do you know what I mean? Like, it looks so fantastic and interesting and epic. And then even the ship is so cool. Like, it's so 70s and shit. Because it's like, but I love that sci-fi shit where it's just like, well, we think fucking by this point they'll have this and this and this and fucking sleep pods and fucking 1990s Pizza Hut screens and shit. And like, I don't know. All I remember is like from the fucking All You Can Eat Pizza Hut in Engadine, they were like the last people with like those like green fucking monitors.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
And yeah, I just love it. Like, I loved, like, even just like to show how big the ship was. Like, where they do that acid thing where they're running down all the all the decks and stuff like that. And it's like, this ship is huge.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Yeah, I love sci-fi shit. And they're just fucking doing wrenches and saying words and not mean anything. Just making shit up.
Pretty much, yeah. you don't know
it's
right.
I would much rather be on a fucking terrifying spaceship than in the terrifying jungle.
Okay.
You know, no one's sweating bullets. Like, half the people in fucking Predator just like fucking look like they're dying every shot.
Yeah, that's because I get it now. I get why you're choosing space. It's because you just get to sit in an aircraft and just chill. Whereas the jungle...
Yeah, at least there's aircon in this space.
Yeah, there's the reason. That's the reason.
And I don't know. I've always just found spaceships and fucking space and alien planets and all that kind of shit way more interesting to me. Because it's like, I like stuff that I haven't thought of or seen or whatever. I know what a jungle looks like. Like, I haven't been to a jungle or anything, but like, you know, a jungle's a jungle, man. I watched George of the Jungle. I got it.
I've never been to a jungle, but I know what it looks like.
Some pre-whale Brendan Fraser shit.
You know what? I've never been to space, but I know what it looks like.
I know what it looks like. Black and shit, dots.
Alright, fine. You're choosing space over jungle.
Choosing space, sorry.
Alright. I'm choosing jungle.
I figured.
Because, one, space is fucking boring to me, man.
Oh, really?
I don't like... I can count on my hands the amount of space movies that I actually like. You think of all the bad space movies. Jason X, Leprechaun Goes to Space, Star Wars, all of them. See how angry you got just then? I just find the space setting boring. And, like, fair enough, if you want to go to different planets and stuff like that, you can open up your mind and do so much more. But when I think of space, I think of the black abyss with fucking a few little fucking pen dots of white that represent stars. That's boring to me. And yeah, you can go into spaceships and all that stuff. It's boring. You go into the jungle, and okay, put it this way. Would a Predator movie in a spaceship be good? Not for me. Would an Alien movie in the jungle be good? God fucking yes it would. You imagine them crawling up and down the trees and like hunting you that way and all these different elements. I've always found the jungle or woods setting, that's actually one of my favourite settings. It's up there with like sea, water.
Really?
Yeah, I just love... If you set a movie
fucking love
in the
space.
jungle or in, like, a dark woods, I'm like, oh, you've got me hooked. Let's do it. Because, like, you think about it, there's so much undiscovered areas on Earth.
Like space?
No, that's not on Earth.
Off Earth?
That's off Earth. That's boring.
You're bored.
Go up. You are. You want to sit there in your air-conditioned little seat and just look out at the black abyss of nothing? No, I'd rather be in the jungle with a fucking minigun telling
I'd
people...
mostly be looking at the black abyss of nothing, but then I'd have a little screen with, like, YouTube or something.
No, you can't, because they don't have YouTube in 1979. They have the oldest computers I've ever seen. You have
Well,
to...
I'll put Snake on or something.
I wonder if they had Snake in
A
1979.
Breakout or some shit. Centipede.
I've always loved the jungle setting. I just find it so much more interesting. There's so much more. Like, honestly, like, you can put any horror icon in the jungle, and I think it would be a lot of fun. Especially the xenomorphs. Xenomorphs in a jungle? Hell yes, sign me up. That was the one good thing about Alien vs. Predator Requiem.
I know, Jason went to space.
Yeah, and it sucks.
We put Jason in the jungle?
I mean, well, woods.
Him swinging from a tree vine and shit?
That would be great. Not really, but okay. Yeah, Jason goes in the woods. That's where he's...
I mean, he's
Very
literally
strong.
got a machete.
Yeah.
Hacking through the vines and shit.
Like, okay, give me a horror icon. Any horror icon.
Bruce.
From Jaws.
Yep.
Okay, there's a massive lake in the middle of the jungle. Boom.
Boo.
That would be fucking mad. And then you'd have
Bruce in space.
That's dumb. That's been done. It's called Sharknado.
What?
Yes, there's a Sharknado when they're in space.
That's mad. I want to watch that.
It's fucking dumb.
That's mad. How they breathe?
I never saw it. I don't care for Sharknado.
Okay, fair enough.
But yeah,
That's mad.
you're wrong. The jungle setting's the better setting.
Space way better.
No, space, boring.
Lightsabers and shit.
Like what?
Blinky lights. Lightsabers.
Well, no, we're talking fucking horror here, not stupid
Oh, sorry.
Star Wars.
Star Wars so good.
To you, maybe. Anyway,
Yeah, space. Space.
alright, I choose jungle. You just choosing anything alien, so we'll go with
Yep.
it. Round number 4. We have effects versus effects for both films. Oh, I'll just mark you down with Alien right now.
Sorry, it's Alien, dude. Look.
You know, at the start of this episode where I said it's not favoritism, it's being critical.
I am. But Alien was first, right?
Yes.
So when was Predator? 18... Sorry.
1887.
1847.
The effects have dated so well.
Wow.
Arnold
like,
Schwarzenegger's that old?
yeah, he's real old, man. Steroids are a hell of a drug.
1987.
Yeah, like it's almost 10 years later and shit. And the effects are good. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the thermal shit. But mostly they're just action effects. Like, I'm literally the one scene, and they're really good. Like, don't get me wrong, the effects are really good for fucking both movies. Again, this is fucking hard in every category.
Yeah.
Except for setting for me, because I fucking hate jungle and I like space. But for this is a fucking super tough one. But, like, honestly, the chestburster scene.
Wow, okay.
Like, just... It fucking looks so good. And, like, look. The effects and shit, how they brought... Like, I've watched a lot of behind the scenes of Alien.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, I love this movie. I'm sure you've watched a lot of behind the scenes of Predator and shit, so you know
Yeah.
how it's all made and shit. But the fucking ridiculous shit they had to do to get the fucking xenomorph to life.
The baby one, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, not the baby one looks hokey. I'll give it that.
Okay, yep, you just took my... Yeah, okay.
The baby one looks hokey. Look, I'm real. I'm being real. Like, it just looks like a rubber fucking thing they covered in blood and cum and shit.
Yeah.
But to bring the actual, like, adult one to life and get it to look fucking sick.
It's a dude in a suit.
Yeah, but, like, they had to, like, do, like, it's a couple of dudes.
2 dudes in 1 suit? That sounds like a Pornhub category.
Well, I mean, there's enough lube on everything.
Yeah.
I think, look, with Bishop, with the alien, with the chest burster, just like some really fucking world class. For 1979, dude.
Yep, is that
Like,
that all you gotta say?
I don't know. Yeah, like, and look, don't get me, the Predator effects were fucking sick too. Like, old mate getting his head exploded, that was fun. Fucking gushing on the camera and shit.
Yeah.
But I think Alien's got it over Predator for me. For me.
Okay. So 1 more for Predator. I mean, sorry, 1 more for Alien for the Mushroom.
Yeah, tell me why I'm wrong.
Okay, effects versus effects for me. This is tough, because if we were going to go just the creatures, like, that's still tough.
Oh.
That is still tough, but I mean, I'd probably lean more towards Predator. I think it's a more unique creature effect. That's my personal opinion. If we're going movies,
Disagree.
If we're going movies, I'm taking Alien. And the reason being is because probably 99% of the movie in Aliens, the effects are really good. There is only that one scene with the baby xenomorph flying off the table that looks dumb.
Yeah, it just looks like rubber in a string.
Yeah, I just keep thinking Spaceballs when I see that part.
Yeah, legit.
Predator effects, like, I fucking love them. The thermovision is great. The actual Predator itself looks fantastic. The only thing I think is dated is the cloaking mechanism that he used, the invisible look to Predator. That's the only thing I can see that's just dated. And that's not...
And again, that was more like digital effects, right?
Yeah.
Like really early digital effects.
Yeah. And it's not a knock against the movie, because for a movie that's 36 years old...
Dang.
It's fucking still really, really good. But when you've got Alien, which is 1979, which is, I don't know, how many years? 40 something?
Several.
Yeah. That is, like, crazy.
It also, like, won the Academy Award for Best Visual.
Did it? Did it really?
Yeah.
The original Alien?
Yeah, won the Academy Award for Best Visual Effects. And 3 Saturn Awards for Best Science Fiction Film, Best Direction, and Best Supporting Actress.
Wow, there you go. Huh.
Thanks, Wikipedia.
Yeah, so, look, man, I think, yeah, you nailed it with the different reasons as to why Alien has better effects. I still think they're close enough. I do. But, for me, Alien does edge out Predator just that bit. So... I'll give it to Alien, because you know what? I can do that. I can see where the better film lies, and someone's just being a bit more favourite over.
Biased. Yeah.
So the scores are as followed. We've got 6 for Alien and 2 for Predator. So far, this is looking great. Alright, last round, we've got theme song. So the themes to both of these tunes, we'll take a listen to them, okay, and then we'll go on with your answer. So we'll take a listen to the Alien theme first. Luffy, you want to do that?
Sure.
Okay. Here we are. Oh, there's gonna be fucking... Oh, God
Sell to your customers
damn it!
anyway.
Sorry, YouTube and its fucking ads. I'm not paying for YouTube Premium. Fuck that off. Alright. Alright, I'm only going to play a minute of each theme, otherwise we'll be here for hours.
That's fair.
So that's the Alien theme. Then we'll get to the Predator theme, and I'm sure there'll be fucking ads on YouTube because that's what they like to do. Oh no, there's not. Alright, so we've listened to both themes just then. There's so much more to go with the Predator soundtrack. There's different types of themes for that movie. The Alien soundtrack is kind of just the one thing. It has different scores, but there's no real theme to it. So, Luffy, you go first. Which is the better score?
I'll be real. When I think about Alien, the soundtrack's not something I really think about. It works. It's a mighty fine soundtrack. But it just it lives and dies in the movie for me. Do you know what I mean? Like, it works for the movie, but I don't think I'd ever listen to it outside of the movie. Like, it's not like, oh man, like, if I'm in a soundtrack mood, I won't whack on the Alien soundtrack.
Yeah.
But I could whack on a Predator theme.
So,
do you know what I mean? Like, I at least remember the Predator theme a little bit better than I remember the Alien one.
Yeah.
So, I go to Predator.
Wow, he finally gives one to Predator. There we go.
It's honestly just a better theme. It's got more, like, fucking oomph to it. It's got a better, like, more recognizable melody, whereas, like, the Alien one's orchestral and nice, but it's not really iconic. Like, it's not like a fucking John Carpenter fucking special or anything like that. It doesn't, like, you think Halloween, you automatically think of the theme song.
Yeah.
Predator, I mean, not so much, but Predator's just got a more banging theme tune. Side by side, it's two pieces of music. Predator sounds better, for sure. Easy.
I agree. I'm obviously taking Predator. The reason being is because I think the
Bias.
biggest... Fuck off. I got arguments to back it up. The biggest problem with the Alien franchise is it's never had a theme to gravitate towards. You know, throughout the ages of film. Raiders of the Lost Ark has that theme. Jaws has that theme. Star Wars has that theme. All these franchises and big films have that theme that you recognize.
Even just having that melody, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Where you're like, oh my dickard, it's another one of those fucking movies I like.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing about the Predator theme is, okay, maybe I am a little bit biased because I fucking love the theme. The that. But then you've also got the other part where Blaine passes away and Mac's there praying to him, and it's that, like that military salute farewell. The dun 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 dun, bow, 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 bow. That shit. Like, it's got different parts of the music in Predator that makes the whole soundtrack iconic. And then to top it off, you got fucking well, long tall Sally she, real speed you got. You know, little Richard with long tall Sally. So
yeah, there's not much music in Alien.
Yeah, I know. And I get it. It doesn't require music. But I think if they had an actual theme, not just background music,
Cool.
it would. It'd make it better. I mean, I'm sure there's people arguing right now, Alien doesn't need a theme. It's perfect how it is. And you're wrong, Tim. You're wrong.
It'd be cool to have a familiar little sting.
It would.
You know, a little melody to it.
It
but,
would.
No.
To those people out there going, you're wrong, Tim. Alien is the best. I say to you, shut up, Heather.
Yeah, fuck you.
Go watch something political. So yeah, that does it, man. That does it. So for this,
In my defense, if you had different categories, Predator would have won.
how? What different categories?
If you had inclusion of Jesse Ventura, which one has the most of Jesse Ventura?
It's just that's a
Predator
dumb
Predator would have won.
Okay. Next round, I'll be like, which one has more Predator in it, and explain why. Which next round, which one has?
Honestly, for secondary cast, like supporting cast, I would have picked Predator.
Really?
Yeah,
I mean, Alien. The cast of Alien is pretty stacked.
it's good, but like fucking Jesse Ventura's fucking one-liners and shit. So funny.
Yeah.
So fucking great. Like, don't get me wrong, Alien is the much better written movie, but the fucking one-liners in Predator is fucking fantastic.
I ain't got time to bleed.
Yeah.
Which I have
Bleeded.
used.
They ain't got time to bleed.
I have used that at my work and said that to my boss when he told me I was bleeding, and my boss high-fived me because he knew exactly what I was doing.
You were like, now's my moment. I've been waiting for this.
All right.
Because you can either do I ain't got time to bleed, or nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
All right, so we'll get to the total scores in a second, but the last little fight, which we're not classing it because it's not a fight, it's fact, is the box office. So, Alien, the budget for Alien was $11 million. And
That all?
the box office was...
Fucking shows, but
Yeah. The box office was $184.7 million. So it did pretty alright, I
good
guess.
for Alien.
It did alright.
Yeah.
Predator budget was between 15 to 18 million.
Yep. Is this like all adjusted for inflation, or is this at the time?
This was just what I got off Wikipedia, because that's all I could find, so I don't know.
Yeah, fair enough.
So Predator's budget was 15 to 18 million, and its box office was 98.3 million. So
Nice.
almost
So
100
Alien?
million less.
Yeah, dang.
Yep. So there we go. The Alien movie wins in the box office. But to us, we have Alien for Mushroom here. Alien winning with 4 votes to Predator's 1 vote. And for me, Predator wins with 3 out of 5 compared to Alien 2 out of 5. So far, let me just
It's a
see.
tie.
No, it's not. We have Alien winning by
All points.
6. Alien with 6 points and Predator with 4 points. Total.
Oh, really?
Yep. But
Dang.
the fight continues on to next week where we review Aliens versus Predator 2.
And I'll just say, I like Alien more.
Interesting. I like Aliens more.
I know you would.
Next week might be a bloodbath for Predator. Because Predator
It
2...
might be.
We'll get to it next week.
But then we've got some pretty bad Alien movies coming up, so...
Yeah, but then we got a really bad Predator movie at the end, so... Yeah.
Could go either way.
And I like Resurrection, so... I mean, I haven't seen it for a while, so my views may... I may realise why people don't like it, but
It's a movie. It's a movie.
we'll get to it. We'll get to it. But yes, that concludes this episode of Dummies of Horror. I'm just going to call it Horror versus Horror because I don't like saying Dummies of Horror, Horror versus Horror. It's too much horror.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to be doing these types of episodes for a while. Maybe we'll come back with the original review format. We'll splice it in every random week. We don't feel like
maybe
doing.
we'll do like like those 2022 catch up. Oh, sorry, 2023 catch ups.
Yeah. We're basically
We'll do a bunch of like modern ones.
Yeah, we can do things like that. Basically, we're just going to be a show that kind of does whatever we want to do. There's no real format, but this horror versus horror style format is what we're going to be doing, and there's going to be a multitude of different versing themes that we can do. So
Yeah, and like let us know what you think. Let us know any categories you think might be cool for the next few movies.
yeah, that'd be cool.
Let us know if you like the format, if you have any suggestions, if you even have suggestions for like upcoming Who v Who. We could do directors, we could do fucking actors, we could do genres, like really specific subgenres or some shit.
Yeah,
Who knows?
One I would like to do is slow zombies versus fast zombies. That would be cool. There's a lot of different versing fights that we could do. That would be fun. But guys listening, let us know if this is actually enjoyable to listen to, or if you didn't like it. Let us know. And
Yeah, because mainly we do the show for us, but like you guys fucking listen too. So we want to make sure that
you enjoy it.
you guys are enjoying it as well.
Exactly. All feedback is good feedback.
We're having a shit ton of fun. We hope you're having a shit ton of fun, and if we can do anything to make your listening experience more enjoyable, then we'll fucking try our best.
We'll do our best. We will.
And if you really want to force us to make it happen, you can give us money.
On our Patreon page, patreon.com/Dummies of Horror. Over there we have, Jesus Christ, we have so many goddamn things.
So many shows.
We just released, I just released my top 10 Australian horror episode.
Oh, shit.
Which came out on Australia
What's number
Day.
one?
Huh?
You'll have to fucking pay for it. You want to know what number one is? You fucking cheap ass. Get the fuck out of here.
All different.
Not much, though. You won't have to pay very much for it. It's very reasonably priced.
No, yeah, there's different tiers there, but like ranging from, I think like $1.50 all the way to $7. So
Yeah.
go and check it out. If you like this shit, we have so much other content over on our Patreon page. Go and give it
If you want to, you can. If you can't,
that's fine.
we still love you.
Yeah, we do.
It's okay.
But
Unless you're fucking Heather.
But you can you can cancel at any time. So just know that. You don't have to stick with us. It'll be a one-off fee. Anyway, that is it for us this week. We'll be back next week with Aliens vs. Predator 2. Let the fucking Predator bloodbath continue. Alright. Yeah, this is it. This is where I usually say that line, right?
Sometimes. Do you still say that now?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, go on. Go.
Dip!
Time to go, gear up, grab the guns. Collecting skulls of these aliens. They got acid for blood and a dagger for a tongue. If they team up on you, then your whole team is done. It's begun, the race to survive. Xenomorph motherfuckers always trying to hide. They crawl out of the darkness all over the place. Jump up in the air, start humping your face. What's growing in your stomach is the question. Worse than Taco Bell, it's mad indigestion. It's too dark, need a flare for the light. That's right, I'll fight you. Trying to take a bite of my arm, cause I got that killing fever. Blast your ass like Sigourney Weaver. Running out of ammo, I need a plan. Here they come. It's game over, man. It's Aliens versus Predator. Who is faster? Who is better? Aliens versus Predator. Who will survive? It's Aliens versus Predator. Who is faster? Who is better? Aliens versus Predator. Which one will take your life? What's that thing? It's invisible. invisible, shooting missiles at me, trying to take my skull. No way, you can't have my bones. With the triangle scope, bitch, leave me alone. I'll use this gun right quick, it'll come in handy to catch a predator. Want some candy? Use the net, bunch of punk ass mist. Blow everything up with that bomb on your wrist. Now it's programmed to self-destruct, but I'm way too fast, so you're out of luck. I'll dodge that spear, cause I ain't no sucker, by the way. You're an ugly motherfucker. The blood you got is fluorescent green, and I'm spilling it, cause I'm a space marine. Use the machine gun and get behind you. That face looks like a tooth-filled vagina. It's aliens versus predator. Who is faster? Who is better? Aliens versus predator. Who will survive? It's aliens versus predator. Who is faster? Who is better? Aliens versus predator. Which one will take your life? The aliens can hunt in the dark, but the predator will tear your bones apart. The aliens can mass multiply, but the predator's got a ship that flies. The aliens can grow inside you, son, but the predator's got an infrared gun. The aliens are quick and fast, but the predator will tear a hole in your ass. You'll both be dead and deader, so you tell me which one is better. It's aliens versus predator. Who is faster? Who is better? Aliens versus predator. Who will survive? It's aliens versus predator. Who is faster? Who is better? Aliens versus predator. Which one will take your life?
Hey, maybe you haven't been keeping up with current events, man, but we just got our asses kicked, pal. It's game over. It's game over, man.